But again, Onpassive is automated. You don't have to share. You don't have to sell. You don't have to do any of that. Onpassive is automated. They will build your team for you. But if you decide to share it with individuals, once they see it and come in, the impact it's going to have on your bottom line, and that's why we're all here, is going to be extremely positive as we move forward into the launch of Onpassive. So as we look at what we're doing, what Onpassive is doing for us, what position we're in as a founding member, I really want to talk about the numbers a little bit, because the volume is so important as we come in, become founders, and then resell the IT product. And as we look at the numbers, I want to look at one other product, and there are dozens of products, and all these products they are superior, they are the best of the best, they are cutting edge technology. But the product I want to look at is the communication modular that Onpassive, Ash and his team have put together. As I look at this communication module, and as founders, we've had the opportunity to see some of it. This technology is so cool, is so big, that I believe as we launch, just this one product will literally take over the communication ecosystem online. I believe if you communicate online in the next, as Onpassive launches to the world, and the next 2, 3, 4 months, everybody will be using this communication module. And a good example is the Zoom we're doing right now. Zoom is a pretty big player online. They do about 200 million Zooms a day. That's big. I don't know how many people are in Zoom. I don't know how many millions of people pay for Zoom, but it's a lot. And as we look at the communication module of Onpassive, I believe within a year's time, I'm not sure Zoom will be in business. That's a really, really big statement. I understand that, but I believe it because I've seen what Ash and his team have done. The communication module with the webinar service and everything else that goes into it, it's unbelievable, guys. And when you think about the number of people from just the webinar service, if we think about Zoom and all the other webinar services that are out there, the millions of people that are going to be coming into Onpassive, and I do believe it will be millions just with this one product. Think about us, Go Founders, independent resellers of IT products, and all these customers coming in underneath us. And think about that for a little bit. That kind of volume, what it's going to do for your bottom line, and how it's going to change your life. This is what Onpassive is. This is what Onpassive does. And as Onpassive launches to the world, everything changes. I've talked about some really massive things today, right now. I want you to think about everything I've talked about, how awesome it is, how it's going to affect you. And then I want you to think about that one product, that communication modular. Just that one product would take Onpassive to a unicorn company in a year. That's a company that has a value of $1 billion in 1 year. When we think about the whole community of Onpassive, the whole ecosystem of Onpassive, you can take that, multiply it by 10, and you still don't know the magnitude of Onpassive. That's how big it is. I believe as Onpassive launches to the world, the first day or shortly after that, it will be a unicorn company, a company that's value is $1 billion. This is so unique. This has never been done online before. Onpassive is doing first throughout the history of business, online, offline. Really, really cool stuff to look at. I want to end with one more thing before I hand it over to Marty for questions. Onpassive is doing some really unique things for the customers that are coming into Onpassive. And I think about 80% of the customers as they come into Onpassive, because the products are superior, because the technology is superior, they're going to come in, they're going to pay for the products, pay the monthly fee, and they're going to be fine with that. And it's going to be K through 12, it's going to be colleges, it's going to be businesses, it's going to be personal. Onpassive is a total business solution. It is a total personal solution. Our market, because of what Ash has done, is about 4.5 billion people. And I think 80% of them will come on, use the product, absolutely love it, and will pay for it year after year after year after year. But Onpassive has done something that it really shows the genius behind Onpassive. there's about 20% of the customers that will come in and use the products of Onpassive. And again, they're going to love the technology, they're going to love the products, and they're going to pay for it monthly. But their budget's a little tighter, and money is tight for them. And because of that, Onpassive has made a way for them to come in, use the product, and over time, the cost of that product will go down. And over time, the cost of that product will be zero. And over time, Onpassive will pay them to use the product. You've never heard of a company that's ever done that for their customers. Onpassive, because of what they're doing, because of their uniqueness, they will be revolutionary as they explode online. And as you continue to explore Onpassive, I want you to focus on those 4 things I talked about initially. Keep this very, very simple. As people come in, it is self-funding. They are going to force you to be successful. They will drive traffic to build your team. Customer is royalty. Just those four things that Onpassive is doing for all of us. It will build a future for you. It will change your life. It will take care of your financial bottom line. Those financial burdens, I believe, will disappear. This is Onpassive. They are changing lives. It is a reality today. It has come into fruition. And because of what Ash and his team have done, this year, 2020, it is going to be such a fun time for us. It's going to be a great ride for everybody that comes in, spends the $97, becomes a founder, and then just sit back and watch, buckle up. It's going to be a great ride. Marty, I'm going to hand it back over to you. Take it where you want. More than happy to answer any questions you all might have. Yeah, we're talking about Onpassive. This is absolutely extraordinary. Marty, go ahead.
Thanks, Mike. Fantastic as always. Yeah, I want to put a little spin on what Mike said. I want you to picture that you owned a Walmart, and every time somebody walks past the cash register with whatever item they want, this doesn't have to be something you use. Every item they walk past and pay for, you get a small piece of the pie. And Onpassive, unlike any other company, are sharing the wealth. So you have hundreds of cash registers, you have thousands, millions of people, many, many Walmarts, okay? So it's bigger and bigger and bigger. And every time that I've looked at this business, and every time we hear something new, it's so much bigger than I thought it was. And it's such a blessing to hear about something where finally, those people, no fault of their own, either the company was a scam or the pay plan didn't work right, the numbers didn't add up. There's finally a business that everybody gets a fair shake. And this is it. I've been online since 2004. I'm online all day long. There's nothing like it. I recommend that you get all the info that you want. Nobody's going to try to sell you on anything. We're going to offer the info. You grab that info, digest it, take it how you can, ask questions, then you decide. Dan, do you have anything?
Yeah, I'll add a few things, and then we'll get some of the other leaders of the founders involved too. I just think for all you new people that are getting involved here or looking at this as an opportunity to really take a look at a few things that we were looking at when I was looking at when I got involved with this company. And one of them is the fact that I kept looking at the failures that I'd made in the past with other online companies that I'd selected for one reason or another. It was their pay plan, or it was their products, or they had me purchase the product. They had made me recruit, or they had me purchase the product every month. And then it got to the point where I couldn't afford that product, and they had some kind of a binary system that they set up for me where I had a runaway leg on one side, and then I had to try and keep up with that leg in order to get paid. So the qualifications for getting paid in a lot of these other opportunities I was involved with were unreal. They were unrealistic, and they benefited the company and not the 97%, which is what Ash is looking at. And so when you look at a company, when you look at a product, when you look at what I was looking at is couldn't be a copycat. It couldn't be a copycat, and something had to be unique about this company. And that company is Onpassive, because it does have real products. It has authentic products. It has proprietary products, AI products, and these are products that people use online in businesses all over the world right now. Everybody is using these products right now, but they aren't using them. None of them are the quality or the none of them are the quality of Onpassive, and we just believe that with all our heart, just because of the fact that Ash is building these from scratch. He is building all of these products from scratch. So the next thing we looked at is the leadership, and of course, Ash. It's very evident that he's a class act, and his vision for Onpassive. All of the founders here can attest to that. And from my past and looking at all of the leaders, they didn't have any experience. They didn't know what they were doing. They were just very inept, and they didn't give me any support. That's another thing. Support is huge with Onpassive. And a few of the companies we were involved with, or I was involved with, were there was a limit. There was a cap to the amount that you could earn. With Onpassive, there's no cap. That's unbelievable when you think about a product that has no cap and it has residual income where you just sell it once and it keeps paying you over and over and over again. The other main thing, and then I'll shut up, but this is key for me, is the fact that you've got people that you're getting residual income with, and you've got unlimited income, but these people are not going to quit because of the fact that they're using these products every month, they're getting paid for them, and all their marketing is being done for them. There are no prerequisites. There's no pre-qualifications for being in Onpassive. You don't have to go and recruit 100 people just to get paid. No, you pay one time, and the rest of your fees come out of the profits that are earned for you by the marketing that Onpassive does for you. So I'm sold, and we would invite all of you that are new today to just really get a good appreciation of this company and spend the $97 and get in. Okay, Marty, back to you.
Thanks, Dan. Let me turn it over. We need a woman's perspective. Viviana, hello.
um, well, I was just thinking about all these companies that are out there, these technology companies that we use. We use them, every day. One of them is Zoom. I mean, since this virus has started, how many people have joined Zoom? It could be schools, businesses, even family, just to communicate with each other because they can't see each other in person. So that's just an example of what kind of technology that we're working with. Well, Onpassive has a communication platform that's superior to Zoom. And what the best part about it is that as we're using the products, we get paid to use these products. So coming in at $97 is a steal. You're a part of a billion-dollar company. When it launches, it's going to be huge, absolutely huge, and you get a piece of that little pie. So definitely come in and take advantage of this opportunity.
Thanks, Viviana. Red Redford's in the house. Red, what do you got, buddy?
Sorry, I was answering question and answers whilst you lot are talking. Anyway, yeah, actually, as I've been answering questions and answers, one of the prominent questions that people are asking is, how do I grow my team? And if I have people on my team, how will I be paid from them? Now, it's very, very simple. Anybody in your team, whether they come from Overflow, from the company campaign that they're running, or from your own endeavors, which means sharing this amazing opportunity with your friends and family, anybody that lands below you, you get paid on. It's as simple as that. There is no catch. There is nothing that you have to worry about. If they are in your team and they are under you, you get paid on them. people are saying, well, how do I build a team? Well, there's lots and lots of ways you can build a team. I recommend that you, get in contact with the person who invited you, so that is your sponsor, and ask for help. The other thing I recommend highly is join one of the many, many groups that are out there at the moment that are prepared to help you. At the end of the day, it's a team effort. Everybody who's in Onpassive, it doesn't matter if they're in your own team or anybody else's, are there to help you, because together we will take the internet by storm. And at the end of the day, it is beneficial for absolutely everybody to share this amazing opportunity with everybody. So the more people you share it with, the more chance you have of having people join you, and of course you'll get paid on them. Obviously there will be other areas as well that people will come into your team. But again, what Marty said and Mike said earlier, you don't have to. This is all going to be done for you. If you're not a marketer, that's fine. I'm not a marketer. Mike and Dan, they make a great team together, but individually, they're not marketers, but as a team, they are. And this is the beauty about Onpassive. They are here for the 97% who can't market online. We are here as a family for everybody to help everybody. There's no individuals. We are all one big team. Anyway, I'm going to get back to answering questions. Thanks very much.
Good job, Brett. Thank you. Yeah, I saw the questions and I went, oh my gosh. Thanks for doing that. Yeah, like Red said, remember another way, to make it clear, when you get in this, it's a one-time payment, like Mike said. Then the other payments every month, you're going to pay every month. You're paying the company to build an empire for you. You're paying them. The nice thing is you pay once. All of the other times you pay them, it comes out of the profit that you've made. It's beautiful. And if you want to grow a team, and you don't have to, you do not have to. That's why we joined this. You could send them to this Zoom. This Zoom is every week. You can send people here. We will build for you. That's what we do. That's what I love doing this, because it's the first time in my life that I actually am building a team that I can look in the eyes and say, yes, you're going to be successful, because I was never able to do that before. It was impossible, because this whole system, this whole company designed by Ashley Farah is duplicatable. The whole thing is leveraged by leveraging everybody else helping each other. It's amazing, amazing. The more I see it, I have sleepless nights going, my gosh, the effort of this person, this person, this person, it all adds into one big group. It's fantastic, absolutely fantastic.